Let's see, is anyone here yet? I don't think anyone is. I'm just going to get started. Oh, hey, Dreamover. Thank you for the follow. Is my... oh, no. My audio's not on. Can you hear me when I talk? Really? Okay, it's not showing the... It shows like no, there's no audio coming for my microphone. Oh, wait, I got it backwards. The music isn't coming through. Huh. Okay. Well, that is odd. Now I gotta fix this. We're fixing it live. Defaults. What is going on? Wait, you can hear... What? Then it's lying to me. I have the music really low, though. Oh, okay. If I turn it up, I can see it. Never... Okay. It was just really low. Ha! Troubleshooting live. Always a good time. Thank you for the follow, by the way. That's, I appreciate that. Okay. Alright, so I'm just doing OBS. I'm not using OBS. I'm just using Twitch Studio Beta. It does simple stuff, and I just need simple stuff. I don't really go crazy with graphics and stuff. This does the job for me, and I'm happy with it. Okay, so I have an exam to take, and on the exam I have practice-based questions that I have to do, and I discovered that with the book I bought, I have a subscription to exam stuff, including 10 of these practice-based questions, which are, instead of getting like a question, getting answers A, B, C, and D, and guess which one it is, you actually have to like do stuff. So I'm going to get to that. Select and drag each tool on the right side of the screen and drop it in the box with the corresponding category on the left side. Each tool may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Each testing category will accept only 2 tools, so select optimal choices. That is... Oh, fun. Sorry, by the way, for lag. I'm on my phone. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so this is going to be... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can only use 6 of these. I might not even use 6. I might have to use some twice. It wants me to use the best one for... Okay, so... Metasploit probably goes in exploitive. Nessus is a vulnerability scanner. FTK. I'm trying to remember what FTK is. Oh, forensic toolkit. I'd go under forensics. I already used Nessus. See, some of these I don't know what they are. Nico, I know I've heard of Nico before, but I can't remember what it's for. That might be a scanner of some sort. Snort, that's... I believe that's an IDS, IPS IDS. Internet Detection System, or not internet. Intrusion Detection System, or Intrusion Prevention System. Metasploit, that's for taking advantage of exploits. NS Lookup, that's more of a name information gathering tool. Don't know what NCase is. Nessus is a vulnerability scanner. Don't know what Cacti and Tidy are. Wireshark just captures network packets, which is not any of these things. Netstat, it's kind of just information gathering stuff about the network. Nmap, it's not a vulnerability scanner. I won't be much help, haha. My husband is the smart software dev boy. Oh, I didn't know your husband was a software dev. That's cool. Do you know what languages he codes in? In case, actually, another thing about it, it might be a forensics thing. Nico, I got a feeling it belongs to an exploitive. I don't have any reason behind it. Oh man, I'll ask him. Okay. I'm sure he's a lot, if he's got a job in software development, I'm sure he's a lot smarter than me in software development. The only thing I know is Python, which isn't necessarily software development. It can be, but that's not what I learned it for. I learned it for scripting. I really do not know. I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say no, that doesn't sound right. None of these sound right. probably one of the ones I don't know. It does say I can use it twice. Oh, but it won't let me. I am just going to... He's trying to learn Golang, but he hasn't gotten to... Oh, I missed mainly C#, JavaScript, and a bit of Java in college. Yeah, I did... I want to say it was... See, I can't even remember. I took one college course, and I dropped out of it. And I can't remember... This is how bad I am. It was 6 years ago, and I can't remember if it was Java or JavaScript. The teacher was awful. It became very clear after 4 weeks that the teacher was awful, and I didn't want to try teaching myself this crazy thing like coding, so I just dropped the course. But it was either Java or JavaScript, and yeah, I don't even think I got the everything starts with teaching you how to write hello world when you try learning, and I don't think I could even get that done because I had no help whatsoever. That's how bad it was. 4 weeks in that class, and I stopped because I couldn't even do hello world, which is like the simplest thing you can do in any language. I think I shouldn't really speak too much. His teacher was bad too, and he ended up just leaving school. Yeah, that's I mean, that was the last college course I ever took, and I dropped out. It was one semester that I literally was the only class I took, and it was that bad. Like, I took it just so I can fully concentrate on that one thing because I didn't think I was going to be any good at coding, and I couldn't even do it because there was no help whatsoever. Yeah, I dropped that, and I ended up just studying for my CompTIA A+ certification after that instead, and got it. So, yay, certifications. But I've learned Python since then. I'll throw it in chat because I don't have a text editor up. And that is how you do Hello World in Python. He's learned more on the job than he ever would have in school anyways. I hear that literally all the time. It's when it comes to tech, I heavily question if college is even worth it anymore, because it seems like the stuff you learn more from the job than you would in school. He started off in quality assurance. I'm assuming that's what you mean by QA is quality and assurance, and worked up to software dev in like 3 years. Well, that's very good. I started off in desktop support, and I'm still in desktop support 10 years later. And that is why I am trying to get more certs and trying to learn more things. Eventually I'll probably learn some more languages. I don't know what I'll do next, but everyone has a lot of opinions on what language you should learn, but I don't know. I'll see. Right now I'm focusing more on the technical stuff rather than the code. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna take a guess here and move on. I'm just gonna throw that up there and hit next. I'm gonna go over these answers too. Incorrect, although other tools can detect or analyze only NITCO and Nessus are actual vulnerability scanners. NITCO is a command line scanner specializing in web servers. Okay. I'm not surprised I got that wrong regarding exploitative tools. Metasploit framework is the obvious choice. Untidy is an input fuzzing tool. I did not know that. Now I want to Google it. Untidy. What is that? Fuzzer. Oh, okay. So, first result is owasp.org, which is very well known in the cybersecurity industry. Fun. It's an ever-changing world in tech too. There's always something new coming out. That's true. It's actually one thing that I've definitely figured out and learned is the rate at which college programs update their curriculum is a lot slower than how often tech evolves. So a lot of curriculum for IT and computer science and cybersecurity is behind at a lot of schools anyways. So you're never, and even if it was up to date when you started, by the time you graduated, everything could change. It's kind of crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of fundamental stuff in there that isn't ever going to change much. I'm sure that plenty of networking concepts will always be the same and stuff like that. But so much changes so fast. I mean, when I started college, the iPhone was just starting to become popular. So, and yeah, 4 years. No, I still had an iPhone after that, but there was Android too. I'm a graphic designer. Hey, graphic designer. That's what I went to school for as well. Originally, but I actually went to school twice. The first time was for computer graphics, which is another field that you can learn a lot of on the job, but the degree helped me because I'm working for a private school. Plus, I just love school. I just love being a student and learning stuff. And that is absolutely fine. No disrespect for people who love learning. I actually learned Photoshop very well just on my own in high school. I took a class my sophomore year, and the course actually covered InDesign and Photoshop, and I really like Photoshop, and I just watched a lot of YouTube videos, found a podcast, and just watched a ton of content and just kept messing with it. I actually learned, by the time I got to college and took my Photoshop class in college, it was a teacher I'd already had, a professor I already had in a previous course, and she knew that I knew Photoshop basically, inside and out at that point. And she was actually asking me questions about it too, and anything that I knew that could help the other students. And yeah, Photoshop's a lot of fun. So I have a subscription to Adobe for that, just because I love Photoshop, and I still find stupid uses for it, but I do have ways to actually justify it for $10 a month. But nerd, you're a nerd too, nerd. The programs I use regularly are Illustrator. I love Illustrator too, but I just don't. It's the subscription model service gets expensive quick. The photographer bundle, which gives you Lightroom and Photoshop, isn't terrible, so that's what I do. InDesign's a good one too. I actually used InDesign to do college reports, and because I figured out you could manipulate the spacing to use less words, so that was helpful to know InDesign. And Photoshop. and sometimes Premiere. Premiere, I wish I dabbled a bit with Premiere, but never really got too into it. There was a point where I wanted to do more video editing, but it was nothing like I didn't really ever have a good camera or anything like that, so I really couldn't do a whole lot with that. And Acrobat, actually, you can do a lot of stuff with. Yeah, you really can. Acrobat's a great tool. There's so much you can do with PDFs. I get my CC subscription through work, and my supervisor doesn't care if I use it for personal projects. Oh, see, if I got one from work, I wouldn't ask if I can use it for personal projects. I miss the days before subscription service where I could just pirate it. And well, first I pirated it because I was in high school, but then college I got a free copy, so I had that. But then I left college and I didn't have the free copy anymore. Sad. So I had to go back to pirating, and then it wasn't long after that they started the subscription service. And I kind of wish that I had just bought, I think Creative Suite 6 or was it 7 was the last one before they switched to subscription service. I kind of wish I just bought the entire Master Suite and had that forever, because even though it was like $800, but yeah, now we're on the subscription shit, so sad. She uses it for personal stuff too. I don't blame her. LOL, I pirated it in college. My copy of InDesign was half in Greek. That's amazing. Okay, so regarding exploitation tools, the Metasploit framework is the obvious choice, and Tidy is an input fuzzing tool, and that's good to know. As for forensics, both NCase and FTK are well-known tool suites. So I did get one of these right, and I got this one half right, and I got this one half right. So learning. So Nico, where did it go? Oh, it's up here. That actually goes there. Kicked off the wrong one. And then the other one that goes here was Tidy. That's the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Select and drag each issue. I hope they're not just these drop and drag stuff for all 10 of these questions. That'll be stupid. Select and drag each issue on the right side of the screen and drop in the asset box where it is commonly found. Each asset will only hold 2 issues. Each issue may be used only once. Wireless access point. WEP is an old standard for wireless access points that is very unsecure. We use WPA2 now. Actually, WPA3 I think is out now, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Open ports, that's a firewall thing. Missing patches, that could apply to all of these. Misconfigured rules, that's another firewall thing. No encryption, that could be either of these 2 things. Evil twin, that's a wire. Okay, I guess we're gonna put no encryption and missing patches here. Submit. Correct. Okay, so an evil twin is if you take a, so say you have a wireless router set up somewhere, let's say at a coffee shop, and somebody else comes in and sets up a their own wireless router exactly the same way, same SSID, which is the name of it when you go to connect to it, and same password, everything. in theory, your device might just connect to that, and then all the traffic you send through it, they can just save and record that. So this is one of the reasons why you want a VPN, especially in public. WEP, I already explained that. Misconfigured rules on a firewall, that could let somebody into your network that you don't want in your network. Open ports, if you're not using a port, close it. Yep, that one's pretty simple. Ports allow different services to run in and out of your network through a firewall. Mail server, missing patches. Yeah, if you don't update your stuff, there are a lot of vulnerabilities, a lot of exploits that are very well known. You could just look this stuff up on the internet, and if somebody knows exactly what version, what updates you have or don't have, they can do bad things to your mail server, or any server for that matter, or any operating system or software. So that's not exclusive to just mail servers. No encryption, yeah, that's pretty obvious. If you're sending your stuff in plain text over the internet, including passwords, well, that takes absolutely no effort to get that. Use a VPN, folks. Alright, next question. Case study. You are part of a penetration testing team. Your team was hired by a company that is required to conduct quarterly penetration tests according to PCI DSS requirement 11.2. I know PCI DSS, I believe that has to do with security standards for like credit card transactions. I thought you said something new. Your team needs to first understand the scope of the test. An interview with your company management and in-house security personnel reveals that they want you to learn the network topology from your testing activities, but not to fully exploit systems. Also, they want your assistance with assessing the risks discovered during the testing, rated on a scale of 1 to 5. Please refer to the exhibit for your assessment of the case study. So I'm going to click on the exhibit. What type of data is most likely on the internal servers? Credit cards, I just said that. What type of risk? Oh, it doesn't show there. Okay, that's weird, but whatever. What type of risk assessments is your team asked to assist with? Qualitative or quantitative? I'm guessing that's qualitative. I don't actually know for sure. What is the next step for the team after the interview? I guess conduct the test. I feel like that's a trick question. I guess it depends on what they mean by secure authorization. Like, I don't know. What is the tool most likely used for this test? Qualys is a scanner, a vulnerability scanner. That could definitely find all the things. Because the company is required to test quarterly per PCI DSS 11.2, it is safe to assume financial transactions from the credit card data. Before any actual testing be done, authorization must be obtained from the company. Only after testing can risks be assessed. The company desires rating risks qualitatively from 1 to 5. Okay, That's just, I've never really heard of that word before. I don't know that word. I don't know if it's probably in the exam objectives. I probably should know that. Let's see, qualitatively. That means with regard to the quality or qualities of something rather than its quantity. Oh, well, oh, that makes perfect sense. I feel like I should have known that. I did get that right. Some good guesser, I guess. The likely tool from the list is Qualys or any other vulnerability testing tool. Okay. So this is the one I got wrong. I guess by secure authorization they mean in the legal sense. I was thinking in a technical sense. And that is why I was wrong. And what was that? Siren! Wait, Siren's just now following me? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for the follow, Siren. I just assumed you've been following me forever. Hello, and I thought I was following you already. We both thought it. It must we were both wrong. That's okay. You're following me now, and I appreciate it, and thank you for it. Alright, we're learning cybersecurity. Next. Okay, yeah, just that one change. And, hey, Sombra! No problem. I don't know that. Oh, that's one of Eve's. The only one of Eve's emotes I have is the Sombra one. So, is that a new one of Eve's? I've never seen it before. Okay, next question. Slide the red box to the area to be designated as the DMZ. If you would like to change your selection, please slide the red box from the right again. Okay. Well, the DMZ is between two firewalls, so that's an easy one. Yeah. So basically a DMZ is just... So there's your web server that you need people, like you got your website, your web application, whatever you're hosting. You need people to access from the internet. You got it, set it up on your network, but you don't want people to access like your computer, like see the databases, the mail servers, any computer stuff like that. Your equipment your staff uses at your corporation. That would be, you don't want the people on the internet to access that. So you put it behind this firewall, so you put your web server between the two firewalls. I'm probably explaining this badly, but yeah, that's what a DMZ is. It's a secured spot on your network that's designed to be accessed by people on the internet through your web server. Alright, moving on. It is the Allura emoji from our D&D campaign. Ah, okay. I don't join you for your D&D campaign, so that's why I didn't know what it was. Sometimes I put those streams on, but I don't really pay too much attention to it because I don't understand it. Alright, yeah, by the way, Dreamweaver has hosts a D&D campaign. I think it's on Saturdays, if that's your sort of thing. Okay. Oh, awesome. I am at 3 viewers, it says right now. I think the stat actually just shows what the average viewership has been so far of the stream, not how many people are actually here, but it's all good. We appreciate the views. Well, you're welcome. Alright, using a vulnerability scanner, you scan your company's network. Much to your surprise, you discover a machine vulnerable to MS-08-067. I hope they don't expect me to have that memorized. From the choices available, select the likely machine, attack vector, and best action to take to mitigate. Yep, they want me to know exactly what that is without Googling it. MS. Okay, so I think the 08 refers to the year, which I don't think Windows 7 was not out yet. Trying to remember if Vista was. Well, that's not an option. That would have to be okay. 2012. Did that go? That went with. I want to say 2012. Yeah, it wouldn't be that. MS I think means Microsoft. It had to be XP. That Microsoft. Oh wait, yeah, XP is still being used in 08, so it has to be that. I don't know what the numbers. What is the attack vector? Yeah. Okay. I have no idea from the rest of it. Probably not Christ. I need to drink some water. It's approximately every other Saturday. It is this coming up Saturday, I think? Question mark. Yes, this coming up Saturday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Well, there you have it. If you want to check out a D&D stream, check out Dreamweavers on Saturday. I expect a check for this promo, by the way. Kidding. Alright. Crafted RPC request, denial of service, man in the middle. I'm gonna say cross-site scripting doesn't make sense to me. Denial of service, maybe. I don't like this question. I'm just gonna say crafted RPC request because the other ones don't seem to make as much sense. What is the best action to take? Well, patch it. Patch the system. Run updates. Update your computers. Wait, are you affiliated? No, I'm not affiliated. I don't stream enough currently, and I don't have enough viewership currently. So I have enough followers, and if I stream enough, I'm not. Oh, are you asking Dreamweaver? No, Dreamweaver is not affiliated, and I'm not affiliated. I'm trying to get there. If you're asking me, okay. Yeah, I don't know who you were asking, me or Dreamweaver, but neither of us are affiliated. And I guess you're asking Dreamweaver because it probably says on my screen it doesn't have the button. Okay. I'm going to submit. Nope, I was wrong. Vulnerability only fixed Windows 2000, XP, Server 2003, Vista, and Server 2008. Okay, so I was right on Windows XP. The attack vector is used to craft RPC request. It does not require. That's what I put. Best action take is replace XP with an operating system that is supported. You know, was that an option? That was. Okay. This is one example of me just assuming an answer and going with it. So, in most cases, you update your stuff, but Windows XP is no longer supported, so I should just upgrade to different... Yeah, upgrade to Windows 10. Okay. This is a perfect... You know, this is good that I'm doing practice questions, because I take the test in a week. read all the answers. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, that's why. But you guys are close. You both got this. Well, thank you, Siren. Thanks for the encouragement. Was asking both actually. Well, that works. LOL. Yeah, we are. We aren't. We are not. I just need like 16 more followers. LOL. You guys got this. More encouragement. Siren is very encouraging. And I appreciate that. Alright. We all need more friends like Siren. Why is this? Oh. Because this is a new question. Select the proper architecture components of Kerberos. Okay, Kerberos, that is like the new secure way of implementing Active Directory or something like that. I'm not quite sure how to explain it well. No problem. Aw, thank you. You're welcome. More encouragement, more positivity, more kindness in this world is what we need. And you supply a lot of that. The world needs more sirens. Okay, to start a client request ticket, use what Kerberos component issues a ticket with a session key? That would be authentication service. A client with a session ticket request to access the service. I believe that is the... Wait, well, which is critical to running 6? I wish I could just see. Okay, so basic, it's either, it's one of the, pretty sure it's KDC. I don't actually know this very well. A client with a session ticket request to access a service. Oh, a tick. I think it, actually no, I changed my mind. I think it's that one. And what service is critical to Kerberos running successfully? I mean, everything needs DNS. Well, I guess not everything needs DNS, but no, or no, what? I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna say no. It's not email because it's what Kerberos needs, not what needs Kerberos. So I'm gonna say DNS. Wait. No, I'm gonna change that to time. Sabotage, my man. What's going on? How is Among Us? I assume you play that 10 hours a day every day. It's probably an exaggeration. So. Okay, I got it right. Next question. This is going a lot faster than I thought it would. Oh, you had to reload? Oh, I was just asking how is Among Us going, because I feel like you play that every day. I almost play that every day, but not a lot every day. Drag a software development issue. Dreamweaver, your husband might know this one. Drag a software development issue from the right side to the matching technique or risk on the left side. I stopped playing a couple days ago. The randos were so bad. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. That's why it's nice to have a bunch of people on 2 or 3 different Discord servers that you could play Among Us with. We need to do that sometime. That I need to stream sometime next week. Not gonna happen this week, but next week I think we should get because I know Siren and Dreamweaver. I know they have it too. We should get an Among Us stream. We could all stream it if we want to next week sometime. He's a smart boy, my hubs. I'm assuming that means your husband. Yeah, he probably really is. Software developer. I could not sit there and just type out code all day. That seems like really, really tough to do. Yeah, let's do that. Ping me with a time when you're ready. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what time for that. I'm not quite sure. I've got quite a bit going on next. I got stuff going on Monday and Tuesday, but that doesn't mean, let's see, I'll say Tuesday. Is this Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I love Among Us. I tried to stream it a couple days ago, but I had a lot of issues with it. So hopefully we can get it working. There have been a lot of issues, but I feel like it's getting better. Oh my goodness, I'm up to 5 viewers right now. That's, I think, a record high. Okay. I love Among. Yeah, Among Us. I feel like it's like the servers of the availability of servers. I feel like that hasn't been as much of an issue lately. There's just been more people who are trolls and cheating and stuff like that. That gets annoying. Okay, so drag the software development issue from the right side of the matching technique, or risk on the left side. Okay. So, let's see. So, restore starving. I don't remember if that's regression testing or stress testing. Plain text credentials. Let's put HTTPS there. Modified code. Let's see. Oh, input validation for that. Because 1 equals 1 is makes a true statement that kind of disregard. I'm not quite sure how to explain that. I just know it's something you can put into something on a website, and if you don't do input validation, it could give access that shouldn't be accessed. Predictable tokens, we'll re-randomize them. Let's see. Regression testing. Oh. I think that goes with modified code. I think regression testing has to do with old code not being tested or something. I can't remember. Static code analysis would be for looking for software defects, and that means stress testing would be for resource starving. That makes sense. Hey, I got it. Stress testing identifies weaknesses such as memory or CPU starvation, which just means maximize or using up all hardware resources on a machine, whether that's a computer or a server. Encrypting a session through HTTPS can prevent capture of plaintext credentials. There's a plugin. If you use a web browser, which everyone does, HTTPS everywhere. Everyone should have that installed. I know they have it on Chrome. They probably have that or some equivalent for Firefox. Get HTTPS everywhere. It forces you to use the HTTPS version of a website if it is available, which is inherently more secure because it encrypts your traffic. Okay. Yeah. Normally the default is to say don't install random plugins or anything, but HTTPS is a good plugin for your browser. Regression testing is done after modifying software. Okay. I don't know how to explain that one very well. I kind of understand it, but not well enough to explain it. Hopefully that's enough for the test. Input validation helps prevent attacks such as I might upset someone here. SQL injection. I know some people call it SQL injection. I really don't care. I know both. I'll call it either. Truly randomizing IDs and session tokens prevents prediction. Makes sense. Automated static code analysis is done to find vulnerable procedures and software defects. I don't think it's exactly the same thing, but I actually have a funny story for the randomizing things. There was a Stella, the beer. They had a promotion one time where they were selling beers that came with a code for a free chalice, and the codes were actually somebody figured out the how they made all the codes, and it was predictable just what every code was, and people were just I think I ended up getting 2 of them, but I had a friend who got like 10. Basically, the chalices you can customize and put whatever text you want on it, and people were, I think it was on 4chan, somebody posted on 4chan, and how you can get like a bunch of chalices for free, basically, just by guessing the codes to get the free ones off their website. So, randomized IDs probably work best. Not exactly the same thing, I don't think, but just came to mind reading that. Next question. 8 of 10 already, and just about an hour in. Okay. At work, Joe types his bank's URL into his laptop's browser. He is redirected to a malicious site without realizing the difference. He enters his credentials, which returns an error. At home that evening, he retries browsing to the bank on the same laptop. He gets the same error. Joe immediately tries a third time, but on a different computer, his home PC. The bank website appears fine and works as expected. A few days later, Joe tries once again to access the bank website using his work laptop. This time, the bank website works fine. All seems okay. But later in the month, Joe is notified by the bank that his account has been overdrawn. Please refer to the exhibit for your assessment of the case study. First, select from the pull-down menu what was likely the attack used. Next, slide the red box to the blue dashed box system needed for further investigation. What was likely the attack? Man in the middle. Wait, no. DNS poisoning. DNS is what the technology used to redirect your... So basically every website on the internet is... I should just say every device on the internet, whether that's... or whatever, has its own IP address, and it's just a bunch of... I wouldn't say completely random numbers, but that's how you access a website. But obviously you're not going to remember a bunch of random numbers to type in. So that's why URLs like Facebook.com or Google.com exist. And DNS takes those names for the websites and translates them into numbers. So DNS poisoning is makes it so you get the wrong one. So that's why I think it's DNS poisoning. And then we need to, what was the next part? Slide the red box to the blue dashed box system needed further for investigating. I want to say DNS server on the work laptop. Yep. Okay. When Joe was at work, he had used the internal DNS server to resolve the bank website. The returned IP address was to a malicious website. That DNS information was cached, which means it saved onto the laptop and used when he retried at home on his work laptop. Only when Joe tried from his home PC, relying on a different DNS server, did he then access a legitimate bank website. It appears the company DNS server information was poisoned and compromised, and Joe's laptop maintained the poisoned DNS cache when he tried using it at home. Only after the poisoned cache expired did the laptop resolve to the legitimate bank website. The system to investigate further is the work DNS server. Question 9. Select and drag a description of the right side of the screen and drop it in the appropriate document box on the left side. Each document will hold 2 descriptions. Each description may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Okay, frameworks, policies, procedures. Requires executive support, configuration settings, written in specific terms, response for non-compliance. Often government is created and set of principles and guidelines. That goes there. That goes there. A lot of cybersecurity is just documentation. That is what I've been learning a lot lately. Requires executive support. Policies would make sense. Configuration settings. That might be frameworks. I think that's frameworks. Written in specific terms. I think that goes there. Often government created. I'll just throw that there. I'm probably wrong here. Yeah. Frameworks are generally guidance and best practice principles. Often frameworks are created by government and or academic groups. See, I thought they were mostly created by academic groups and other organizations. The government just says you have to do certain kinds. I don't know. Policies require the endorsement of company executive, usually CEO, and a policy will typically include how to deal with non-compliance. Compared to other documents, procedures are written in most specific terms, including the details such as configuration settings. So, okay, so I wish I could just clear these out. So, requires executive support, and wait, no, I'm doing that wrong, ain't I? I can't even remember what I just read. Okay. Okay, I think that was the two for there, and then response for non-compliance, and then what was the other one? Set of principles and guides. There we go. Now I'm up to 6. Oh, just drop back down to 5. Who is here? Who is watching me? Looks like Cap is still around. Dreamweaver, Sabotage, Siren. I don't know who. So, according to this list, I got. Well, I won't say that out loud in case they don't want me to. Hi, Cap. You are very chatty today, Cap. Hi, Dreamweaver. Drag a form of analysis from the right side to the matching issue on the left side. Okay, so behavioral. That would probably be odd work hours, would be a weird behavior. Packet protocol. Availability anomaly. Traffic spikes would be an anomaly. Rogue access point would be a wireless thing. I feel like this was kind of like half of another question we had. I'm working on stuff for my stream, so I'm here but quiet. Makes sense, I do that a lot too. Hey yo, Dream. Hey yo. Theodore Rolsif? What? I feel like I need context for that comment. Availability, intermittent access would be an availability issue. Packet protocol, an oversized MTU would be a packet and protocol thing. Okay, well that is apparently it. It is from D&D. Sorry. Oh, is that Cap's name in D&D? Congratulations, you played the CompTIA. Wait, what? Nope, that's a typo. CS0- yeah. You've completed the CompTIA Cloud Plus performance-based questions. Yeah, that's a typo. That should say CySA Plus. Those were not Cloud Plus questions. It says CySA Plus up here. Alright, this quiz is meant to help you prepare for the types of PBQs you might see on the exam. They were all basically drag and drop. If they're just drag and drop, that'll be easy. I know in other exams, like the A+, for example, they might have like a command line and you have to type out the actual command. So if you don't know the command, you're kind of screwed on that question at least. But yeah, I didn't see anything like that here. But this is McGraw-Hill's practice test, not made by CompTIA. So maybe they're different on the actual exam. Also, sorry if I sound weird. I'm trying to take off my boot. I have a broken toe right now. And I wear a boot sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Okay, no score is provided because the purpose of this quiz is to familiarize you with the possible PBQ formats in the exam, and the types of answers you'll be required to give. You should retake each question until you achieve correct response to ensure you understand how to respond to various question formats. Okay, I already did that. I'm guessing it's the same question. Yeah, it's just the same 10 questions. I wish there was more, but this is all I get. It from D&D. Sorry, cap is Teddy rolls. Who is Theodore then? Or is that something else? Maybe that's not a name of a person. I guess I can see if I remember. Nico and Nessus. FTK. And Heidi. Metasploit. And what was the other? Oh yeah, Encase. Yep. Teddy is short for Theodore. Sorry, it was a joke. Oh, I see it now. I am not a smart man. You are part of the... Oh. So what data is most likely on the server? That was credit cards. What type of verse that was? Qualitative, which is with regard to the quality or qualities of something rather than its quantity. I know that now. Next step is that was secure authorization, as in get permission to do it, not in the technical sense of like gain access through exploitation. And then what tool is most likely used? That is Qualys, because Qualys is a vulnerability scanner and can do what it was asking. Oh yeah, the DMZ, this one was way too easy. This, honestly, that's more like a... It's more like a Security Plus question, honestly. Which is like the operating system of the vulnerable system. Oh yeah, there's XP. Crafted RPC request, which I honestly don't know what that is. I should probably Google that. But the other three didn't make sense to me. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Actually, no, what I should do. I have a book. I should look it up in the book. It's not in this book. Okay. Well, then I'll Google it then. Crafted RPC request. That's another fun thing. I've got 2 books to study for this, and while I haven't read through either of them, I just, when I don't know something, I just look it up in one of the 2 books. Oh, that's fun. If I Google crafted RPC request, that this is what comes up. Is this exact thing. Anyways, not all the same content is in the same 2 books. Some will, like there's been like the whole ticket granting service question we had before. That only in one book it only comes up in like one like graphic, and it isn't even mentioned in any of the text. In the other book, it actually fully explains the whole system, how it works, which I find very interesting. How, like, it's like one book seems to be better for preparing you for this exam than the other, which is strange. Okay. I don't know how they expected me to know this one. Because even Googling it now, I didn't figure out what it was. I just know what the other three are, and no, those didn't make sense for a PC. Well, I guess the man-in-the-middle one. Well, but that's really not... I guess that could be a vulnerability. I don't know. But I don't know if a patch would necessarily fix that. Alright. Best action to take. Patch your system is the default answer, but I wasn't thinking... Windows XP is not in service anymore, so there are no more patches. You should not be using Windows XP. You should not be using Windows XP for 6 years now. And you shouldn't be using Windows 7 anymore either. Upgrade your something that's supported. Alright, so this one was the authentication service. To start, the client requests a ticket. A Kerberos component issues a ticket with a session key. Chat. No, it's short for Tedward. Tedward Wolsef. Oh, Tedward, sorry. Really? Tedward? Okay. So that was the authentication service, and then what Kerberos component issues a ticket to access the service. That's the ticket granting service. And then the time was critical. Time, because if the times don't sync up between all these servers and services, you're gonna get an error. And to say no, it's not. Yeah. At my last job, we had computers that it was at a school, and kids would change the time on the computers, and then suddenly they couldn't log in anymore because when they tried to log in to the domain under domain credentials, it said it timed out, or I forget what the exact error is, but it said it can't reach the domain because of whatever reason, and you just fix the time so that it was actually the current time, and suddenly you can log in. If you send a request that says it's from, the 90s, it's going to say, no, that's too old. Okay. Next question. And this was... Let's see, resource starving was stress testing, plain text credentials, modified code, regression testing, input sanitation, randomized IDs, and static code analysis. Oh yeah, this one was really easy. It was DNS poisoning and the DNS server. I don't even have to read the question. And then let's see, frameworks, policies, procedures. This is the one I was struggling with. Frameworks, often government created, and set principles and guides. policies require executive support. Watch me get this one wrong. And configuration settings procedures, response for non-compliance, and what was the other one? No, isn't this? Oh my goodness, this is terrible of me. Okay, response for non-compliance and configuration settings. Did I get it? Nope. Frameworks, guidance and best practices. So, principles. Often frameworks are created by government. Okay, got that. Policies require endorsement of company executive and policy of how to deal with non-compliance. I think I had this right the first time, and then I changed it. Compared to other documents, procedures that are written in specific terms include detail such as configuration settings. Okay. So that, and then requires executive support and response for non-compliance. There we go. Oh, and then this one is easy too. Wait, did I? Oh, damn. Okay, well, that's all I got. I thought this would take longer. I thought this would be a lot more thinking involved. If they're this easy on the exam, that would be fantastic. I think I'm going to end it there, though, because I could do a practice test in front of people, but that'll take a lot longer. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream here. So thank you everyone for watching. I definitely was above 3 viewers pretty much the whole time. So who knows? Maybe I am soon to become affiliated. That'd be great. All right, I will. Is anyone else streaming? I'm gonna check. I don't know how to raid. Does anyone know how to raid? Can I do it if I'm not affiliated? Let's see. Trying to see if anyone I know is streaming, but I don't think anyone is. Oh, demises. I could. I thought there was a command you typed in the chat. I'm gonna try how to raid on Twitch. First, let your viewers know you're going to start a raid, and then share a chat message that you want to your viewers to paste in the channel when they arrive. Start a raid, type raid. Okay. Okay, so I think it's /raid. And I'm gonna let's go to. Is he still on? Yeah, demise 95. Okay. We're gonna raid Demise 95. Have a good night, everyone.